So, choice number one would be based on this butterfly ring. It can be made so that you don't actually see the pattern, the way that the wires, that the different bands cross each other underneath. You can just have the bands come up, then your blazon on top without seeing anything that goes on underneath. And with this one, the blazon could be made to follow the curve of the ring, like the wings of the butterfly here, or the wings could stick straight out, here, away from the bands. And half of the blazon would be on this piece, like half of the butterfly wings, and then 1/4 on that piece, 1/4 on this piece, and it would look like that basically. There's half the blazon that way on this last piece that fits into place. Then there's 1/4 of the blazon and the other 1/4 there. So that's option one. Option two would be, didn't put that on. Okay. Option two would be like this, where the blazon would have to come straight out so that there's this gap here. Obviously the blazon wouldn't be as thin as this bit of paper, but it would have to come straight out because two of the bands have to kind of fit in the gap here. They have to kind of go underneath the blazon to fit into place properly, and the whole blazon would be attached to just one of the bands. And right, and this part here, where you can see what the band is doing, could be minimized, so not as much of it was showing past the edge of the blazon, but I guess some of it would be showing. And like I said, all of the blazon would be attached to just one piece. And the third option is this one, which, oh, by the way, the butterfly is basically almost exactly the same as robot that you've already ordered, so you can have a look when you get robot. This one is in fact the same as Carmen Sapphire, So you'll have that to actually hold and play with and look at once your rings arrive. With this one, the Blazon, at the moment it's sitting on top of a quite thick piece of metal here, which in your case wouldn't be there. The Blazon could come straight out like with the previous option, but it could also follow the curve of the ring, and it could come out to basically about here, so it could be significantly wider than it is at the moment. This, just to give you an idea, that's actually about 1.2 centimeters wide. I don't know how big you want this ring to be, but anyway, this pattern can be used, and as with the previous option, the whole Blazon would be attached to just the one piece. It would be all in one, all together. It doesn't divide up. So option 1, the Blazon divides into 3 separate parts that come together, and with the other 2 options, the whole Blazon is just on one of the 4 pieces. So that's something for you to think about. And that's it for now.